On this edition of Collier Highlights, Collier Area Transit teams with the Y. Building bones in the fight against osteoporosis. Students add new plantings to the Greenway. It's summer, and do we have the parks for you? These stories and more next on Collier Highlights. Collier Area Transit, also known as CAT, has partnered with the YMCA to make attending camp at the Y possible for dozens of Collier County children. CAT has 5 YMCA stops throughout the county. At 4 of those stops, children enrolled in YMCA Camp's YOA Summer Camp can ride the bus with a YMCA camp counselor to and from the Naples Y. A 5th stop will service the Marco Island YMCA. In addition to the Y-specific stops, a drastically price-reduced Paul Pass is offered to make the service affordable all summer. We visited the Greater Naples YMCA to see how this new partnership was formed.
YMCA contacted us. They were trying to see whether or not they could utilize public transportation to get their campers to their summer camp. And we worked with them and did some travel training with their staff. They've got counselors that are accommodating the campers on the buses. We identified routes that they could take, so we were using our existing system and training them how to use the system, and in turn hopefully training the campers to use it in future years now that they're comfortable using public transportation.
Oh, it's unbelievable. The partnership's outstanding. It allows seamless transportation for families that don't necessarily have a car, and it's chaperoned by our YMCA vetted employees, and these kids are having the time of their lives. They're able to swim, they're able to play tennis, they're learning the sport of golf, they're able to learn about nature. We're taking them on field trips. Today they're going to go to watch the Miracle team up in Fort Myers. They're eating healthy foods. So that, you know, you think about these kids coming from Golden Gate or Kings Lake. What would their summer be like without the CAT partnership? You know, I've got to know a few of the families and a few of the kids, and it wouldn't have been a good summer. They are meeting friends, and this is a great mix of all the community coming together to really better themselves and to inspire children to learn new things. Much better than playing in the dirt, sitting at home.
They wouldn't be going to a ball game. They wouldn't be getting an entire month of enrichment in terms of academics, physical enrichment. This bus has been a godsend. It's made this camp experience happen for all of these kids.
We're here to provide public transportation to anybody that is interested in doing that. So if there are other programs that are out there that are wanting to do similar things, we're available. They can give me a call, they can give my staff a call, and then we can help them learn how to use the system.
For more information on Collier Area Transit, call 252-7777. The Collier County Library System has a great program for those who love to read. The Summer Reading Program not only encourages reading, but also offers rewards for readers in 3 different age groups.
Family. The first one that we have is for those children who are entering kindergarten through 5th grade, and that's called Every Hero Has a Story. And then we jump to the teens, which is 6th through 12th grade, and that's Unmasked. And then for all of us adults, we have Escape the Ordinary. So we have the 3 programs so that everyone in the family can get involved and get reading.
You can register at any time this summer at any library branch or online.
Everything is online this year. So for our patrons, they actually go into the website, and on there we have the 3 logos for each of the programs, and they simply click on the logo and follow the instructions to register. And once they've registered, then they just log in all of the materials. So it's very easy. Of course, if they need any help at all, staff is here to assist them.
The program works with regular books, books online, books on tape, and several other options, including attended selected library programs for the adults. Reading is its own reward, but the summer reading program has some great incentives as well.
The children, first of all, every time they come into the library and they log in their materials, they will actually get a prize. And then they get their name in drawings, and one of the drawings, as an example, would be for a family pass to the zoo. And the teens, well, they get to win up to 2 movie passes.
Wow,
So the
that's
kids
really-
love
yeah.
going to the movies, so that's super for them. And then they get a little something when they come in every time as well. And then for the adults, they get a book buck, and it's worth $1, and they can go to any of the 10 libraries, and each of the libraries has a book sale table or room, and they can use that buck to get the materials from the book sale. And those are good up until December 31st.
If you want more information on the summer reading program, visit any Collier County library or go to collierlibrary.org. The Collier County Code Enforcement Division mission statement is to protect the health, safety, and welfare of Collier County residents and visitors through education, cooperation, and compliance. One way to meet that goal is to make sure that you know the code.
Hello, my name is Jeff Letourneau. I'm the Investigative Manager for Collier County Code Enforcement, and today I'm here to talk about Vehicle for Hire. Vehicle for Hire is an ordinance that was enacted in 2009. It's one of those rare ordinances that covers all of Collier County, including the City of Naples, Marco Island, Everglades City, the whole 9 yards. And it basically is what it says it is. It's a Vehicle for Hire ordinance that governs taxis and limousines. What you have to do to get licensed to operate and own a vehicle for hire. The first thing you would need to get is a vehicle for hire license, and then that's what you see on a taxi cab. You'll see the little sticker in the rear window. You have to fill out a form, you pay a set fee, they run a background check on you, you have to have a certified mechanic look at your vehicle and make sure it's running correctly, and you also need to get enough insurance to have that cab out on the road. The second license you would need is a vehicle for hire to operate license, and that is for the actual people that are driving the vehicle, and that requires a fee also. You also have to fill out an application stating your recent misdemeanors and felonies, and the county also has a background check. Collier County wants to make sure that the drivers are safe, the vehicles are safe, and they have enough insurance to cover any kind of mishap. As I stated, you need a vehicle for hire license, a vehicle for hire to operate license, and insurance. And this is basically what code enforcement is looking for when we go out and enforce this ordinance. We have 3 citations. One is a $1,000 citation for not having the vehicle for hire license. The other is another $1,000 citation for not having the vehicle for hire to operate license. And we do give out a $500 citation for not having the correct insurance while you're driving a vehicle for hire. Now recently there's been some questions about companies such as Uber and Lyft, Uber being the one that has come to Collier County in the recent months. And Uber, if you don't know what it is a web-based company that has an app that anybody can go on, download, and it's a real easy way to contact an Uber driver and have them come pick you up at a given location. The only problem we're having with this type of operation is that the drivers for Uber do not normally have the vehicle for hire license or the vehicle for hire to operate license or the correct insurance. The county has no problem with the actual company or the way they're doing business. It's just that most of the drivers aren't following the directions of this ordinance. And we've given out in the last 6 months over $100,000 in citations to the individual drivers of Uber. We haven't given out any citations to Uber themselves, but we do cite the drivers that do not have the proper licensing and insurance.
For more information on Collier County codes, call 252-2440. Collier County's Retired Senior Volunteer Program provides many services to our seniors in Collier County. One such program is called Bone Builders, which is exactly what it sounds like.
Here we go. You can stop if you have to. 12, 2, 3, 4, breathe.
After I'd been here for a while, I really felt the benefit of it. For myself personally, and I saw what was happening with the people in the class, and I felt it was very worthwhile, and I'm very passionate about this.
Helen Blatt is talking about Bone Builders, a class hosted by Collier County Retired Senior Volunteer Program, or RSVP. The Bone Builders program assists those that have or are at risk of having osteoporosis maintain their health while building strength and balance.
Tandem walk, and we're going to spell out everything in life, okay? Here we go.
Before Helen was a bone builders instructor, she was a student. 5 years ago, Helen was diagnosed with osteopenia, a condition in which bone density is lower than normal and often a precursor to osteoporosis.
I needed some kind of remediation, and a friend of mine was doing this class, bone builders class. And so I started coming to the class, and I've been doing it, I guess, for 5 years. I've been an instructor for 4 years.
Smile, we're having fun.
It was perfect for me because I wanted to get out of the house. I had, been retired a while. I was tired of just sitting around, and I wanted to do something important that would help other people.
Wahoo! All right, you got all that bad around.
Before Barbara Williamson was a bone builders instructor at Island Walk, she worked with seniors and got a first-hand account of the dangers of osteoporosis.
When I worked, I was a gerontologist, and I worked in residential care, which meant working with the elderly. And many of those women had osteoporosis, and men also. And osteoporosis is a major problem: fractures, falls, pain. And I wanted to look to the future when I got to be their age that I wouldn't have that problem.
Bone Builders works by increasing bone density through weight training and balance exercises. The positive effects of Bone Builders have been proven in the New England Journal of Medicine. A study shows that senior women who participated in a weight training program twice weekly for a year gained an average of 1% of bone density. A control group lost 2 to 2.5% over the same period of time.
People in the class have had such wonderful testimonials. They tell us all the time about how their osteopenia and osteoporosis is remaining stable or improving, better yet. And it's wonderful to know that we're helping them reach that goal.
Bone Builders is offered at 11 locations across Collier County. Stories of successful bone density building can be found at each.
When I started, I had very, very bad osteoporosis. I had been on medication for many years. I stopped my medication, and after coming here for 2 years, I went back for my bone density test. I no longer have osteoporosis.
A-E-I-O-U, A-E-I-O-U.
Bone Builders not only promotes good physical health, it also promotes good mental health through a stimulating social setting.
The sidelights of volunteering with Bone Builders is the camaraderie and the friendships both in and out of the class. Aside from the benefits physically, mentally, we've improved, all of us, I think.
2, 3, 4, hold.
Whether you have low bone density, would like to be proactive about your health, or simply would like to make friends while staying healthy, Collier County has a nearby Bone Builders class for you.
The friendships have been great, in addition to the exercises being beneficial, and it sure beats sitting in a rocking chair. That's the way I look at it.
If you want more information on Bone Builders or any RSVP program, call them at 252-4230 or go to colliergov.net and select the Community and Human Services section. The next time you need to plan a big event, be it a party, a graduation, a business retreat, or even a wedding and reception, there is a new place in Collier County you need to consider. The Collier County Museum System has teamed with Cater Masters to make select museum locations available for events of all kinds.
We're working with Cater Masters. We have a contract with them. We're doing facility rentals, after hours rentals. So 4 out of 5 of our museums are being available for rentals. We have the Collier County Museum, we have the Naples Depot Museum, we have the Everglades Museum, and also Roberts Ranch Museum. The Collier County Museum has indoor as well as outdoor space. Our outdoor space has 5 acres, so we have plenty of space for a big special event, corporate event. We also have indoor space, which holds like about 80 people for a meeting. The Naples Depot, for example, which is close by the downtown area, has indoor space, and we can host a reception or we can have a sit-down dinner. And all the museums have a different theme. So they're all different, unique, and have a great background for your event.
Now, if you want more information on museum rentals, visit colliermuseums.com or call Cater Masters at 775-0040. Collier County Parks and Recreation Division was recognized with an Achievement Award from the National Association of Counties. The award for the division's Gordon River Greenway Park, an ecological and wildlife corridor. In the meantime, county environmental specialists and volunteers were busy during the month of June, planting native species all along the walkway where invasive exotics were removed.
Today we have 2 classes of FGCU students. It's called Colloquium, and at FGCU, Florida Gulf Coast University, every student has to take this class to learn about the environment, and part of the class is 10 hours of service learning. And so they get a project and they come out and they do work for the community. So for 2 days I have 50 FGCU students here planting, and today we're planting dune sunflower and sunshine mimosa ground cover, and what that's doing is we're planting it along the trail to help outcompete some nuisance grasses and weeds that have been coming in. So that'll reduce the amount of herbicide spraying we'll have to do, and or pulling or contracting people out to come keep it maintained. So once these plants start building and spreading out and growing, it'll be a nice walk and easy, hopefully, to maintain.
It makes me feel really good, actually, and being an environmental studies major, it's something I can apply to my learning experience, and yeah, I think it's actually a great thing that this is required for our classes to get everyone out there involved with your local community and doing good deeds for everyone.
The Gordon River Greenway Corridor functions as an ecological and wildlife corridor with a water quality improvement element while providing passive recreation opportunities to the public. You may have seen some Conservation Collier's wildlife photos online or in the newspaper. Did you ever wonder how they got those close-up shots of bears and panthers? They use remote wildlife camera technology to monitor what goes on in the woods when no one is around.
Okay, these are remote sensor cameras, and they are infrared. So when something walks in front of them, it takes a picture. And at Cara Prairie Preserve, we use that preserve for panther habitat mitigation, which means the county built somewhere in panther habitat, we had to preserve it somewhere else. Part of the requirements is you have to document what sort of vegetation you have on site, so we'll do monitoring for vegetation. And instead of doing track surveys, which you watch what walks, we put these cameras out for a month, twice a year. These pictures and the monitoring reports are sent to the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service over in Vero Beach. And if we get anything cool like charismatic megafauna, we like to call, say like a panther, we've had panther photos, and we also get some coyotes and things like that. Anything interesting or just a good photo, we'll post on Facebook or the website.
To see more of these photos, go to Conservation Collier's Facebook page or colliergov.net. Summertime is here. The kids are out of school, the county commission is on break, the weather is great, and the parks are open. Collier County's award-winning, nationally accredited park system has something for everyone, whether it's exercise or relaxation. Anything you crave, from pickleball to paddleboarding, they have it all. Here's a look at just some of what they have to offer.
Sun and Fun Lagoon, heard it's the place to be. Perfect for those hot days, why don't you come and see? It's equipped with 5 slides that swivel, twist, and turn, but you must apply the sunscreen or your skin will get burned.
Have you ever been to Turtle Cove to race across those lily pads? If you haven't, you must go. It's perfect for those little tads. Get it? Tadpoles?
Speaking of the little tykes, we have a tadpole pool. For the little ones who aren't yet frogs, this place is really cool. So you brought the whole family, we have attractions for that too. Need something for everyone?
Family Falls are just for you. The next adventure for those people who are tired beyond repair. You find a tube in Lazy River, time to relax. It's only fair.
Last I want to mention, Dolphin Dive is what it's called, where parents take a lap and kids can cannonball.
If you have any questions, call 252-4021.
They have all the answers. They'll tell you about the fun. So come to Sun and Fun Lagoon to splash and play with us. We promise if you do this, the kids will never fuss. Sun and Fun. Sun and Fun.
Call 252-4021.
Sun and Fun. Sun and Fun.
Call 252-4021.
Sun and Fun Lagoon.
Heard it's the place to be. Heard it's the place to be.
Sun and Fun Lagoon.
Heard it's the place to be. Heard it's the place to be.
Sun and Fun Lagoon.
Heard it's the place to be. Heard it's the place to be.
Sun and Fun Lagoon.
Heard it's the place to be. Heard it's the place to be. Heard it's the place to be.
Collier County's newest regional park is about 50 acres and sits at the northeast corner of Goodlet Frank Road and Golden Gate Parkway. Renamed in October 2014 for retiring Commissioner Fred Coyle, who was instrumental in its construction, amenities at the Fred W. Coyle Freedom Park include a 5-acre lake with about 3,500 feet of boardwalk constructed throughout the park. Existing on-site wetlands have been restored via removal of exotic vegetation and the planting of native species. Other amenities include a 2,500 square foot education facility with bathrooms, 6 lookout pavilions, water fountains, and a walking trail. Educational and informational signage is available throughout the park. Barefoot Beach Preserve County Park is 342 acres located on the last undeveloped barrier island on Florida's southwest coast. Tidal creeks and mangrove swamps separate it from the mainland and serve as a breeding area and nursery for sport and commercial fish and shellfish. The park boasts 8,200 feet of beach and is home to numerous plants and animals, including the protected gopher tortoise and nesting sea turtles in the summer. There's also a butterfly garden. Take a guided nature walk on the park's 1-mile nature trail or rent equipment and buy lunch at the concession stand. The park also boasts showers, a picnic area, bathrooms, and offers beach wheelchairs. The views are simply stunning at Sugden Regional Park. Located on the 60-acre Lake Avalon with one of Collier County's only freshwater beaches, it's no surprise many of Sugden Regional Park's amenities revolve around the water. The park has paddle boat rentals, a walking path around the lake, a gazebo, a playground with views of the lake, and picnic areas. Sailing and skiing lessons are also offered throughout the year. The park is also the location of the very popular Ice Cream Social, held every July to celebrate Parks and Recreation Month. It is also the site of the county's 4th of July fireworks each year. There are fantastic views at Clam Pass Park. The boardwalk weaves through salt-tolerant red, white, and black mangroves and a tidal bay area that acts as a breeding ground for nursery and marine life. Birds, including eagles, hawks, and osprey, abound in the park. Don't want to walk all that way? Take the free tram, which runs continuously from 8 a.m. to sundown, or paddle to the beach in a canoe from the launch near the park's parking lot. Once you get there, you can get food and drinks and eat in the picnic area and rent beach equipment. The park also has beach wheelchairs available, bathrooms, and foot showers. Looking for a park that has almost everything? Look no further than North Collier Regional Park, located off Livingston Road in North Naples. In addition to 8 tournament soccer fields and 5 tournament softball fields, the park is also home to the Recplex Fitness Complex, the Sun and Fun Lagoon Water Park, a Calusa Fossil Dig play area for children, an interactive playground, and park ranger tours and education. Can You Dig It is a state-of-the-art playground with the usual slides, swings, and climbing apparatuses. But it also allows kids to climb on boulders that look like they came from the Monument Valley or become archaeologists in the covered fossil dig area. The Recplex Fitness Complex is a 6,000 square foot facility within the park that also boasts a double enclosed gymnasium and babysitting services. The fitness equipment in the facility includes Cybex, Life Fitness, and Hammer Strength, and among the machines fitness enthusiasts can use are 11 elliptical machines, 10 recumbent bikes, and 13 treadmills, in addition to the free weights and weight machines. The Sun and Fun Lagoon is 1 million gallons of water that thrills children of all ages. The interactive water features include dumping buckets, water pistols, 4 pools including a family pool, a tadpole pool for children younger than 6, and a lazy river. The park's main attraction is the water tower, which takes those 48 inches and taller 38 feet into the air to come back down on one of 5 fantastic water slides. The park's lake hosts competitive remote control sailboat racing 6 days a week.
That's all we have time for on this edition of Collier Highlights. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.